Still at it, guys. It's still Sunday. And yeah, I cleaned the outerwears filter, pre-filter pretty good there on my pull starter area. Did that with the air compressor. I got my Tecton torque wrench set at 65 inch-pounds. And what I'm doing right now is I'm taking off the coil because there's no way I can get my fat fingers on the other side of that to pull that plug out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. And then I found my gapping tool, which is right here, if I can pick it up. Right there. I got this from DDM. So I'm gonna use that to put the gap still, back where it was at. Right now I got them loose. And let's go ahead and pull the coil. Alright, we got the coil out. And remember those little black spaces right there. The one came out and rolled way down in there, which I got it right there on top of the gapping tool. Got the wire all pulled out with the stock kill switch button, the kill switch button. So right here is the coil. I got it somewhat cleaned up. Looking pretty decent still. Now for my records here, I want to see which one I got here. Yeah, must be the part number or something right there. And then, I don't know what that is down in there. Focus, there you go. KED something or other. Alright. Well, I did some cleaning and you can see the intake down there. And I just wiped it off a little bit. Everything still looks good. Flywheel's nice and tight still. The magnets look okay. Wipe them off because I can. I'll wipe them off better here in a minute. But I got the stock, well, not the stock, the fail-safe wire out that came with the junk, this one right here. So I got this and this. So we'll throw that right there for right now. And then I'm going to use the Killer Bee switch that they give you already plugged in, ready to rock and roll. So I figured that would be a cool one to do. So that would be brand new. That will throw that issue if I had an issue with the push button switch. Now I know I don't. In case that problem occurs, I can rule that out because it's brand new. So, alrighty. Well, we're going to go ahead and put everything back together. And I have the bolts soaking in here. And brake cleaner again for the coil bolts. So, and plus, I have not yet changed this spark plug in almost 2 years. I'm thinking about doing it because it's still running kind of rich and stuff. So I'm going to pull it out and see what it looks like. Alright, we found a little home for the wire to come through like the other one. And I just want to give a quick tip. Take it for what it's worth, but this coil only can go in one way. Always make sure it goes in like that. But the other tip is, remember the red goes in the back and the black's in the front. It probably doesn't matter because it's an on and off switch. It probably doesn't matter, but that's how it came off. So that's how it's going to go back on. So, and another tip is if you see like this right here, oops, always make sure you squeeze these right here. You know, just a light little squeeze to make sure that it stays on to the post right there, because they were loose for me, too loose, so I squeezed that so there'll be a little snug fit so they don't vibrate loose. So just make sure you squeeze those, not too hard, just enough to give it some more bite when you slide it down on those posts. Alright, here we go. We got it on like that. There it is. Oh, and also says right on the top of the coil, I didn't even notice that. Right there, positive there. And negative on that side. Wow, I didn't even see that because this thing was dirty. Just happened to, the sun or the light just hit it just right. Well, anyways, that's what she should look like. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the other caps on. Make sure you put those spacers on. And we're going to go ahead and install this thing. Alright, I got the bolts locked tight. Got the blue Loctite on the bolts. So now I have the gapping tool, which you can see it's in there and all the way up there past that. Right now it's not hitting the magnet. The magnet's over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this flywheel, and you're going to watch it draw down on the coil. A little bit, here it comes. It's kind of hard to do with one hand again. There it goes. Right about there. Right there it is. Oops. Right there, it fell down. You probably didn't see that. Sorry about that. Let me pull this up a little bit here. There. That looks good. It's right on there. Now, just for my liking, I'm going to go ahead and lift that up a little bit more on this side, that tool. There we go. So now, as you can see, that's the right amount of gap, because it's right onto the magnet right now. Everything is. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten her down. Alright, this is my makeshift adapter right there to hold that tool. It's a socket. So right now I got it at 65 pounds. Here, I'll show you if I can with one hand. Doesn't look like I could do it with one hand here. Nope. Try the other hand. Alright. Nope, I can't do it either. Let's hold it like this. So we're going to go ahead and see if it clicks. Oops. I can't get it. Well, anyways, it's set at 65 pounds. And it clicks. So now we could take out the gapping tool by either spinning it. We'll just spin it a little bit here, and we'll just pick it up right out of there. There we go. That's the perfect gap right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and change that plug. Well, first I'll pull it out after I get the motor all put back together again here, and we'll go from there. Everything's back together again. Nice little kill switch. Boy, that feels brand new. Feels better than the other one. Got the wire coming out there again, same area. And now we just have to... The hard part, that's the hard part right there, is getting that switch in there. Just because you got to disassemble, and it's a lot easier pulling the motor out. And while you have the motor out, you might as well start cleaning it up a little bit. I dropped some 3-in-1 oil in that piston. And I wanted to screw this out for you. I want to show you. This is a 2-year-old plug, and it has a good gallon through it. Probably 2 gallons of fuel. So I don't know. That looks pretty decent, don't you think? And of course, towards, you know, for the brand new one, if you put it up against it, this looks like garbage. Alright, we'll focus a little bit more. But does anybody know the proper gap between that is? You know, in between that gap and that little anode or whatever you call that in there in the center. Because I would like to gap it, because the new one, it doesn't look like it's been gapped at all. Let me get it out here. See, look at that. There we go. It looks like it's been pushed down a little bit. So I'm thinking about putting in this brand new one. The thing's, it's a big difference between the two. Look at that, just by appearance. The color and then the white inside there. Like I said, I run mine a little rich. So I just wanted to make sure that if I'm replacing everything electrical here, I'm going to do the plug also. Yeah, down there's the old piston. Looks good down there. I did some tighten up stuff, you know. I put a little bit of grease on that pull starter. Just a very light film on that little center screw that's inside there that you don't see. And I pulled it a couple times, and just because I'm going to go ahead and put the old plug back in, just only hand snug, so nothing gets in there. And then I'll be waiting for you guys in the comments, so I could probably look at the owner's manual to see what the gap is supposed to be. I could probably do that. But yeah, there's the plugs that I'm using. NGK plugs. You know, that's what was highly recommended. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and install a new one. Yeah, I just got to clean up a little bit, get rid of some tools that I'm not going to be using here. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I just want to show you that I am putting a new RC or Killer RC Super Bee in here, fail safe. And can't wait to yank this baby out. Like I said, I got to take off all the screws here and just pull the cover right off. It's really simple. Follow the wires, unplug it, then probably pull that receiver out. I'm definitely pulling the receiver out. That's for darn sure about that. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So I hope you like this little videos that I've been making. Like I said, I'm going to probably make one more at least about putting this all back together again. Show you a big area here that I use. This table saw has been amazing. It was the best $85 I invested at an auction. Belt driven table saw thing is beauty. I love it. And plus I use it as a workbench because of how small my work area is. Plus that over there workbench is covered with stuff right now. So yeah. Alrighty guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to you.